Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the part of the world you're watching this video from. This is Bearable King, and we are here again with another weekend review. Welcome to the month of September. Because I don't know, for some reason, I've been seeing it on X that September is called September. So it's our period to start cashing out from the market, after all the water that August gave us. I'm your host, Bearable King, to review British pounds, American dollar for the 36th week in the year 2024. All right, how have you been? I hope you've been profitable. I hope you've learned one or two things by following this channel from the beginning of January, week in, week out, and you are a better trader, you're a more profitable trader than you were before because of the information you've been getting here. I appreciate all my subscribers who have been judiciously and committedly watching the videos. I do this because of you guys, okay? All right, so let's go into the word for the day. And today is the 1st of September. We need some form of encouragement from God, you know. So my word for today is taken from the book of Genesis 22nd, chapter 22, verse 13. And it says that in blessing I will bless you, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the star of heaven and as the sands upon the seashores, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemies. Now this was when God was blessing Abraham, because Abraham did what God wanted Abraham to do, right? This was when Abraham took Isaac up to the mountain to sacrifice him, and God said, "Oh, for you listening to me, I am going to do this. All right. So my prayer is that God will bless us in blessings, He will bless us in multiplication, He will multiply us, and the enemy will not possess our gates, rather, we will possess our enemy's gates. Okay. Now, let me bring this to Forex quickly. If you do not do what you're expected to do while trading, you are not going to be blessed by the market. So we've heard a lot of things. For example, the trend is your friend. If you try to trade against the trend, you are going to lose money. All right. We've heard things like cut your losses short and let your profit run. If you do the opposite, which means to let your losses run and cut your profit short, you're not going to make money. When you hear things like, okay, back tests, journal, so that you can understand the market, the price action of the market, or have a perspective, a good grounded perspective on how the market works, and you have your journal to show you the gaps within the potential of your strategy and your actual trading system, and you can apply that. But if you do not apply it, if you don't take the discipline and the diligence to apply those things, you're not going to make money. But I can assure you this: if you do the things you're supposed to do, the market is going to bless you and multiply you. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So we're doing a continuation to what we discussed last week. Now, last week I didn't come to the daily time frame. I just continued with the 4 hours, and I mentioned that the market has given us a bullish push above this level. And I mentioned that I'm expecting the market to come here as probably its final stop before making a deep drop, right? However, last week I mentioned that because the market tapped an area of interest on the 4 hour time frame previously, that we may see a reversal here to this order block zone or this demand zone before we see another bullish run, right? So as you can see, last week we had Monday, Tuesday. By Wednesday, the market started dropping as expected. Now, if you're not in the Telegram group, I encourage you to join the Telegram group, because on Wednesday I notified them that the market was going to start selling. And as I said it, the market played according to what I said. Now, the market is not selling because I said so. I just identified a pattern, and luckily for me, the market played in line with my pattern. So I don't want to give this misconception that if Bevel King says the market is going to buy, then the market is going to buy. I don't own the market and I don't have enough capital to move the market, but I'm only speaking based on what I can see the market doing, right? So on Thursday, the market started selling, and I'm expecting that the market is going to fall to this zone. Right now, um, from where the market is to where I'm expecting it to drop is roughly about 300 pips, and that would be good for someone. I mean, that could actually make the September bag that someone is expecting in this month. Okay, so we're expecting the market to pull back and run up. The market is still bullish, but we're expecting a bearish trend on the lower time frame. Okay, so let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Right now, this is our 4-hour time frame zone, and what I did was I marked this Wednesday here. This was a Wednesday here, and I said, since this happened and we know that the market is repetitive in nature, we can expect the market to start selling on Wednesday. And the market actually started its sell on Wednesday 2 a.m. in the middle of the night, right? So this is it here. This is it here. Now I'm going to use this previous trend to explain this trend, right? Now, as you can see, what happened, the market pulled back and came into the zone, broke above, and then came down, rained a bit, broke below, and pulled back into this range and continued falling, right? Now, the same way we had a flip here, you can see that we had a flip here, right? And then the market came down to this point, right? Now, in this point, you can see that the market created something like a range. If you're looking at the body, right? If you're looking at the body here, if you're looking at the body, you can see the market created a bit of a range before the market broke down. So here we have a flip, right? We have a flip here as we did here, right? And now the market gave us a range as we had a range here, and then the market broke down as we had a breakdown here. So what am I expecting? I am expecting or speculating that two things can happen. One, the market may tap into this zone, right? And then from here, the market would start trickling down the same way the market did here. The same way the market did here. You can see the market tapped into the zone, created a lower low, came up, created a lower low, rained a bit, created a lower low, pulled back here, and then dropped comfortably into the zone. So the same way we had the drop here is the same way I'm anticipating a drop into this zone. Then from here, we can see probably a reversal setup, like we had a double bottom here to run up. So we may have a double bottom, may have a triple bottom, we may have a flip as we had on top here. The other option would be that the market will pull up into this other block zone at the top here and then maybe come down. So this would be like a double top, and then the market will come below this level, pull up, and then drop to this lower area of interest, right? So I'm expecting that one of these two are going to play out. I don't know which. I would only be able to tell as the market begins to unfold. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame simply because I want to show a basic price action pattern, right? A basic price action pattern. Now, what's the price action pattern? It's like this. Now we had this high, right? And the market tapped this high, and then it tapped this high and came low, right? Now, if I clone this to the bottom, we have a tap here, right? So this is my area of interest. If this market runs up to this point and rejects it, we may have the market pour down, right? But if the market breaks, comes up here and breaks above this high, right, and pulls back, then I would expect it to come to the other block zone and then from this other block zone I would expect it to come down. Okay, so this is my expectation from the lower time frame view. All right, so I'm going to leave this here. I encourage you to like and share this video with your friends and families that are in the Forex community. And I pray that this week is going to be profitable for each and every one of us. Remain safe, remain blessed, and I'll see you guys next weekend. All right, bye bye.